No, we're not late, Face. Get the hell out of here, man. What is going on? Happy Sunday. Whew. I mean, guys, I'm super pumped. 1, I got a haircut, fucking finally. 2, I got an oil change, fucking finally. 3, football is back as of last Sunday, so we got football all the way until February now, so I'm pumped. So every Sunday, we could probably start the shows like we used to, talking about football. I don't know if the Eagles are playing tonight, but if they are, hopefully they win. Fingers crossed. If you're a Cowboys fan, this is not the channel for you. I'm going to tell you that right now, because once we get into September, October, November, this is not going to be the channel for you. So, but if you're a Cowboys fan, you want to stick around, hey, appreciate it. But with that said, guys, I'm rolling solo with one of my Musketeers today. So technically, we are going 2 people. Face is working. Hyper's on vacation. And I think Keys is like a CIA agent because he is always sleeping or working super early. So that's where it's at. But yeah, we got New Comic Book Day, comic news, no spec today. Just want to give everybody a big shout out. Or I want to give somebody a big shout out. Mr. Just Cruz, I see him in the chat. Got together with him yesterday. We went to like a few antique shops, flea market type, and man, it was wild. We both found some books very cheap. So I just want to thank Just Cruz. It's kind of cool, man. I met him through here, community building, and I consider him a friend. So we're planning a few trips together. So big shout outs to Just Cruz. Yeah, Canada does have CIA face. But yeah, let's bring in my partner for tonight. He's rocking the Yankee cap. He's 1/3 or 1/4. Yeah, 1/4, I guess, of Previously On. And he is part of the Newbie-verse. Sundays and Tuesdays is where you'll find him. It is no other than Mr. BC. What's up, man?
Hola, amigo. What's up? Doing good?
How things?
It's just the 2 of us tonight, man. Get the candles.
We can make it if we try, just the 2 of us.
Oh, yo, is that a first Newbie sing-along going on your show tonight?
Probably not, man. I don't know. But somebody can let me know in the chat. But yeah, you guys know how it is. It's all fun over here in the Newbie-verse. Lots to talk about. News-wise, we all know Suicide Squad came out. So I want to be honest with you guys. I haven't watched it yet. And it's not because it's DC. I will watch it. You guys know I always watch it. But I just haven't had time. I've been super busy. So I'm going to wait. I'm probably going to see it probably sometime this week. We shall see. So yeah, I don't want anybody to kind of ruin it. So if you guys are cool with it, BC and the chat, we're probably not going to talk too much about Suicide Squad. Okay. Please. I'm hearing like left and rights about this, man. Like I'm hearing like it was like wickedly cool, and then I'm hearing it was garbage. So
I sincerely cannot give any feedback simply because I didn't watch it either. I've had a very busy weekend. I was just bugging you, but hopefully my cheap ass could go on a Tuesday night when it's cheaper for me.
Well, I'm loving that, dude. Hey, I'm loving the fact that those things are back. Honestly, I was having a conversation with somebody at work, and they're like, yeah, don't you go to movies on Tuesdays? And it didn't click, right? Because I haven't been to a theater in 2 years. And I was like, why Tuesdays? And they're like, it's cheap night. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, holy fuck. So I was like, I'm just going to wait. But then I realized that we do shows on Tuesdays. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But listen, lots to talk about, lots of people in the chat. So let's get started. Let's talk about a few people that I want to talk about very sincerely here. If you guys were following me on Instagram, which I hope you guys were, you guys know I rep Big B Comics, channel sponsor. The one I rep is the one in Niagara, but you guys saw I was in Hamilton with Just Cruz. Lots of stuff there. We found some treasures. They had some like Something is Killing the Children 16. They had for Spectrum for like nothing. They also had a Fantastic Four 48 5.5 for $4,000 cash. Dude, me and Just Cruz were like, yo, should we buy it? Like I was just like, it looks so clean, like such a clean copy that I was like, oh man, I gotta get it. But nevertheless, they got it there at Big B. Make sure you guys go check them out. Their Instagram, Facebook, and their eBay. They got a lot of great stuff. So make sure you guys go rep Big B. Next up, we've got Bleecker. Man, this guy is a dude. I owe him so much, man. He just pressed some books for me. They look 9-8 candidates all day. I got a video dropping about those books this week, so you guys will see what books I'm sending off to CGC. So hopefully everybody approves. If not, well, hey, it's my money. I do what I want. But yeah, Bleecker did a great job, phenomenal job. So you'll be able to see what he pressed. Also, I got to give him, a big appreciation because he knows I'm a Fantastic Four fan. He gave me face. If you're in here, you're gonna hate this. He gave me one of these. They're like they're bigger, but it's got my boy Galactus or his boy Galactus on there. It's Fantastic Four. I love it, dude. The colors really pop. So he gifted me that because he knows I'm a Fantastic Four fan. So much love to Mr. Bleecker for that. That was a very nice gesture. So appreciate it, brother. But you guys already know, BleekerStreetComics.com. Make sure you guys go check them out. Lots to do. If you're in Southern Ontario, make sure Sundays you're at the flea market on Lincoln because that's where he's at. So make sure you guys go tune in. And finally, stickers, videos, designs, whatever the case may be, YouTube or whatever. Shape Stay Creative. Go ask for Derek. Tell him Newbie sent you. He'll take care of you. Boom. So yeah, dude, I'm fucking. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is dope, man. Like I'm loving that, dude.
That thing's bigger than your head, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Before we get the show going, usually Hyper does the road call. But I'm gonna start, I'm on duty for that. So let's say hello to the chat. Wobbles. I was just talking to Wobbles actually. He messaged me about a Silver Surfer 1 that was just on sale in a store in Toronto. I won't name it because I might actually go and buy it. But yeah, what's up, man? Gold medal to you. I know the Olympics are kind of over, but I mean, I was doing that way before the Olympics. Phil, Comics Talk Weekly. What is going on, brother? Silver medal to you. And Dan, of course, the bronze medal. What's going on, man? I love seeing Dan and chatting with Dan, but it's always now it's actually more fun because now he's actually into the new comics. Like he's buying more modern and stuff. So it's like super exciting now. So that's always good. FaceTime. What's the over-under time for how long a newbie fucks up a name? Asking for a friend. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. Just Cruz, what's happening, man? Tim. Appreciate the notification and the info for what's about to happen in a few weeks. Appreciate it, man. Just let me know in the chat if I can talk about it. I don't know if it's like a hidden thing or, whatever. Made to last, what's happening? Bleecker, my man. T-Bone, Miguel, Rudy. Man, there's a lot of you guys. Hey, what's happening? LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Dun, 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 dun. Marvel. There's a lot of Canadians in here and a lot of people in general. Fuck dudes talking comments. What's going on, guys? Make sure you guys go tune in to DTC and TK, man. They got some good stuff. TK is probably one of the biggest Batman fans I know. So if you're into Batman, make sure you guys go tune in. Comic Dude, who is, shopping with Hyper all of a sudden all the time now. So.
Sick invite. I'm kidding.
Thanks for the singing, Newbie. My neighbor's dog hasn't stopped barking. I think I got some talent, but we'll see. Carlito's in here. So yeah, there's a lot of people. So you guys know how it is. If you guys come on in, I give you guys a shout out. Talk about it for damn sure. I'd like to meet people. All right. So guys, I will be posting it. I'll post it on my Instagram. And I hope the rest of the Canadians and around here do as well. But I was informed by Tim that on August 29th in Burlington, I'll get directions and I'll get you guys a place. But if you're in Southern Ontario, they're going to have a small, I don't want to call it a Comic-Con, like maybe a comic show, the Sunday. So it's from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., August 29th. I will be there. I am hoping that Just Cruz is there. I'm hoping that Key Issues is there. I'm hoping to get a few people to go. Unfortunately, I know Bleeker can't because he's got the flea market stuff to do. But there's going to be a few of us going. So make sure you guys go tune in, go check it out, go support, go buy some books here. And like Tim said, it's going to be super cool to finally get people, hanging out and meeting just before Fan Expo, right? Because something that was just kind of brought to my attention is, September school starts, right? So here, like, I'm afraid to say it, I don't want there to be any lockdowns, but if there's going to be lockdowns, it's probably going to be like mid-September, late September. So this could, and I hope it's not, I hope I'm wrong, but it could be probably the only time, if there is a lockdown, that we get to meet or go to a show. So let's all try to meet, let's all try to have some fun and buy some comics, man. So hopefully maybe there's a guest appearance of BC or Hyper, or somebody, I don't know. But August 29th, that's the show, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. I will put as much details as I can as I get it from Tim, because again, Tim was the one that sent the information to me. So I'll let you guys know, especially the Canadians, I'll let you guys know what's going on. All right. So Steve is up. Hey, what's going on, man? Yo, Newbie, are you coming to Fan Expo? If so, I got the hookup on a discount on. Yo, man. Okay. Listen, Wobbles, I will be at Fan Expo. If it happens, I will be there. Right now, I am trying to figure out with Hyper and Key Issues what day we're going. It looks like right now we might be hitting up the Friday, Saturday. Nevertheless, I will be there. So
just do the whole weekend, man. We already got Friday, Saturday down. Just do Sunday.
I'm not a fan of Toronto though, man. Just like getting up, going, I don't know.
I get it.
We'll see. But I'm definitely gonna be there at least one day. We just have to, kind of get the details going. So again, all the Canadians, reach out. Let's get it together. I know Just Cruz is going, like I said, Keys, myself. I want to say Bleeker might go to Fan Expo, but I don't want to speak for him. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of people, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Guys, I wish I could go. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but like my kid is expected to arrive October 14th. But Newbie, I swear to God, if I was coming, you were doing 3 days. I would have not let you get away with the last one.
Dude, I would. Me personally, I would probably like. I genuinely want to go the Sunday because one. It usually always has the less people, and usually you get the better deals, right? Like because a lot of those dealers and a lot of those guys that have booths, like they don't want to carry most of the stuff. So like sometimes you get it. I get it on like the big stuff or like the hot stuff. Like it's probably gonna go fast on the Friday, Saturday, but like, I mean, I'm looking for Tales of Suspense 39 and like a few other things that I don't think a lot of people are looking for. So like for me, I don't think it really matters what day I go, right? So.
Well, there's the Friday, the Saturday, Sunday, and then there's the Hyper signing at the local library on the Monday, right? So, guys, don't forget.
Yo, dude, I'm telling you guys right now, if Hyper comes, I am going to go to the dollar store and buy pens and Sharpies, and I'm going to give him to Hyper. And, you can just come up and he'll just sign whatever. That's how we're doing it. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. So I hope a lot of the Canadians or Americans, if you're allowed to come. I would love to see anybody either at the Burlington show on the 29th or at Fan Expo. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I've been very honest with you. This will be my first Fan Expo. I've never done Fan Expo. I've always done the Comic-Con in Niagara Falls and Hamilton. Those are the only two around here. I've never gone to Fan Expo, so this is going to be a first for me. So I'm going to be a kid in the candy store, basically. So we'll see. Hey. What's going on? Sunday has no panels, though. I get it, man. I get it. All right. With that said, guys, let's start our show. New Comic Book Day, comic news. And then we've got a special segment called Honorable Mentions by BC. Wow. He is going to talk about a few books that might not be on the list or the presentation, but just books that he thinks, hey, you might be on the lookout for it. Again, I think this is going to be a big, interesting week in the sense that you guys got to remember it's Free Comic Book Day on Saturday. So keep that in mind. You got to go to the comic shop at least twice this week. So yeah, this trip is already taking a dark turn. Oh, geez. It's always dark before the dawn. Jeez. All right, let's get the show going, guys. See what happens when Face is in here. We just, it's all over the place. All right, new comic book day, August 11th. Whoa. This Wednesday.
You changed the date.
That's right.
Damn.
Yeah, it's no longer July 14th for like the longest time. So.
Jesus.
All right, so guys, the way it's gonna work, we're gonna go through this, and then BC is actually gonna say his honorable mentions after we're done each publisher.
Okay? I probably won't remember what you put up, to be honest, by the time we get to the end.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So we'll just do it after every publisher, okay? That'll probably be easier.
We'll just do it at the complete end.
All right. Okay. Whatever you say, man. You're the boss. All right, people, let's start the show. Welcome to the Newbie-verse. Hope the popcorn's warm and the Coronas are cold. All right, first up, we've got Stray Dogs Free Comic Book Day. You know what this means. You got to go to your shop on Saturday. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking 100% of the people are picking this up. Like, I think you can't go wrong with any of the free comic books that are coming out this week, and we'll talk about multiple ones. One big one for sure. But Stray Dogs being super hot, you never know with these new, these freebies, what they'll be later on. But I'm picking this up. If I can find multiple ones, I have no problem in just buying a short box and putting all these freebies in there, man. I'm grabbing this, as many as I can.
Oh, dude, definitely. But I don't know if many people here in the chat actually know this. I was speaking with Face prior to this show, and literally he told me that apparently there's a Stray Dogs like free comic book day exclusive cover as well, guys. So keep an eye out. It's crazy. I just feel like the covers keep coming out of this series, like literally on free comic book day. So
is that exclusive going to be one per store, or is there going to be multiple? Like
I don't know. I didn't go deeper into it, but yeah, I think it is going to be one per store, from what I was understanding. And it's an homage cover of Jason Goes to Hell. So.
Really quickly, big shout outs to the big guy, Mr. Ultra, guys. Give him some love, give him some respect. If you don't know, go follow. Second of all, I'm telling you guys right now, and I've said this for a long time, watch the goddamn Ultra Maximus show. Watch the Ultra Maximus thing he does on Drunken Chat, because it'll save you a lot of hassle later. This guy, man, Ultra's a solid dude, man. He never gets his due. I'm going to put him out there. Man, the guy puts out spec, never gets credit for it, takes it like a champ. Just like Birdman said, put some respect on his name, all right? It's Ultra Maximus, goddammit. Watch his spec show, watch his stuff. Very intelligent guy, very informative. He puts out really good stuff, and he does it basically for free just to help the community. So why not pay attention, people? Make sure you guys go tune in. 1, to Drunken Chat, and 2, to my man Ultra, all right? So make sure. I always tell you guys that.
Just a correction, because I see some people in the chat. So apparently it's an exclusive, store exclusive. I had no idea. Like I said, I was talking to Face, and he's like, yo, there's like a second cover. I'm like, what? Okay. But yeah, so keep an eye out.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look at it. Everybody knows. Well, don't leave Newbie stream to catch mine. No. Yeah, don't leave mine. No, but check them out later. But definitely, you guys, because there was some stuff, like I sometimes see some books, and I talk with Mel, and I talk with a lot of people, and they're like, man, why are these people getting credit for something that, like, Ultra's been talking about for months or years, and this and that, and it's just like, it is kind of disheartening. But hey, it is the community that we live in. But guys, if you want to be ahead of the game, and you want to get books way before somebody else is going to take credit, make sure you guys go tune in, man. Ultra is, dude, the information he gives is crazy, man. I never be able to compete, but you guys know I speak very highly of those two guys, so make sure you guys go tune in, all right? Yeah, so Stray Dog's going to be hot. To be honest, man, I'm going to hopefully get a few covers of this, so hopefully we'll see. But I will say, if you're in the Southern Ontario area, Niagara, and this, from what I'm told from Big B, they're actually keeping count of how many freebies they're actually giving to people. So it might not be as easy as, say, like years past where you can just like grab a stack or whatever. Because like here we were able to grab stacks. Excuse me. I think that this year or this go around, I think it might be a little bit tougher because I know Big B was only able to give me 2 copies of a certain book that comes out, like a freebie as well. So
for us here, it's pretty much the same. It's always been that way. Like they'll tell you like you could take 5 books like of whatever or whatnot. So they have them, spread out, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm hoping because there's a lot of big bangers coming out in the freebies. But all right, Bitter Root number 15. We got 2 covers here. Unfortunately, I missed out on this, but we all know the success that number 1 has had. Obviously, the story has had. I know Mel V was big on this. He was picking a lot of them up and telling you guys, hey, this is going to be something. It is. We know it's confirmed. It's going to be happening. When filming starts, I have no idea. When casting starts, I think they might have cast somebody, if I recall, but definitely a story that a lot of people are on. So I'm passing on it, but that's just because I haven't been on it for a very long time.
Yeah, sadly, I think you and I are probably the only ones who have totally missed out on this. But yeah, man, not on my list for this week as well because I don't have any of them. So
yeah,
very sad.
I passed up a number 1, not like, I don't remember, like just before like the news broke that it was going to be like something, and I remember passing it up for like $5, and myself saying to myself, I'm like, I don't know, I can't see it, and that's what kills me sometimes because I'm like, I'll pass up some stuff, I'm like, no, I can't see it, and then boom, it happens, it's like fuck. Just cruise, holding the first print. That's about it though. Yeah. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Yeah. All right. IDW. And we've got some freebie Star Wars we need to talk about. So we got the Monster of Temple Peak, and then we got the High Republic Adventures freebie. I got to say, that Monsters of Temple Peak, I think, is going to be intriguing. Could be a surprise. Who knows? The way these freebies come and go, the way sometimes they have first appearances or this or that. It could be interesting. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing both. But if I can grab maybe another copy or 2, maybe 3 of that Monsters Peak one, I'm probably going to do it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the Free Comic Book Day one is like the prequel to the High Republic. So definitely, I'm going to be picking that one up. The Monster of Temple Peak. Now, there's the first appearance of the character called Ty Yorick or something like that. Yep. So definitely picking it up. I mean, I remember seeing there was like a trailer, like a High Republic trailer that launched like months ago. I think it was Lucasfilms or something that like launched it. And I remember seeing this cover in the trailer. And the reason why I remember is because I saw the purple lightsaber and I was like, wait, who is this? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And I think the last time that happened, there was like a yellow saber that happened or something like that. I remember Face made a comment about it way back in the day. Also, I'm mistaken. That one Star Wars is not a freebie. So the Monster of Temple Peak is not a freebie.
Yeah.
So just to let you guys know, you can't say no to Star Wars, Newbie. No, exactly. You can't. It's super hot. It is a number 1. It's a prequel. So you're probably going to get a lot of stuff. I'm going to be picking it up. I put 1 aside. I thought it was a freebie, though. So
No. The Monster of Temple Peak is not a freebie. It's the High Republic one.
Yes.
That's why I was saying it's from what I understood, it's a prequel. And for the Monster of Temple Peak, this is something totally different. But like I said, this is a first appearance. I think it's the first time we're seeing this character. So I'm definitely going to be checking this out, see what it's about. And it's definitely got my interest.
Oh, definitely. Canto. So we got Canto 3, number 2, if that all makes sense to you. Didn't mean to rhyme there. It just happened. But Canto, obviously one of the hotter stories, right? Everybody's picking them up. Every time we talk about Canto, we can't forget yours truly missed out on the opportunity to get a Canto 1. Fortunate for me, someone in the crew got it, but Mr. Key Issues got it for $5. It's always a sad story to tell, but I'm happy for Keys. But Kanto, yeah, everybody's on Kanto. Should be something that everybody's picking up on Wednesday as well.
Yep, definite pickup for me too. This Lionhearted series is only 6 issues. The last series was like 3. I haven't even read issue 1 yet on this one, but it's a guaranteed pickup. I picked up 1, haven't had a chance, but it's Kanto. You can't pass.
Dude, you know what's crazy is a lot of people have just like the Comic Criminal and a few other people earlier were saying in the comments like a lot of their LCSs have those freebies on eBay and shit. It's like that's crazy to me.
Oh man, people are pre-selling bundles too, dude. So
yeah. Newbie's gonna be selling his demo tape in Burlington on 29th. Oh, dude. Oh man. Yeah. Could you imagine just buy my mixtape. Buy my mixtape. All right, let's move on to Boom. Tim, I hope you like my Dynamite pick of the week this week. Boom. This is gonna be probably, I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be the biggest book people are gonna get, and it's a freebie. But Enter the House of Slaughter. I've got 2 copies on hold for me. Again, this one this one was order only at some places around here. Like I had to call and be like, hey man, can you leave me like a copy or 2? And they were like, yeah, 2 max. So I think everybody kind of knows what this is, duh. But this is probably going to be something that is people are trying to get. BC, I think we talked about it, but people were selling this for what, like $80 like a few weeks ago?
Really? $80? I think that's ridiculous. I know they were selling bundles. Like I was seeing people on eBay selling like 15 copies for like $80 or something like that. Guys, just go to your shop, try to get them. Like don't go crazy just yet. I mean, I'm pretty sure the stores have stocked on this. Yeah, just don't get wild and hit up eBay. Like let it come out.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of time before. Well, let's do, even if you fast track to CGC. I mean, unless you're in Florida, right? Like if you're in Florida, you can walk it. Even if you fast track it, let's say,
yeah,
boom, you probably get the book in maybe 2-3 weeks time. So I'm saying probably by October, by the end of September, we should see a bunch of 9.8s CGC'd, ready to go, probably priced at maybe $200. I think that's probably what they're going to be at.
I think this is wild. I'm being honest with you. It's a bit much, man. Just try to score them. You know what I mean? Don't be one of those. I
just remember, I remember like the virus one, right? Like if you were looking to make money on it, like that was something that you needed to do quickly. I mean, look at now, right? You know, I think you have like 10 copies yourself and things like that. So
yeah, but yo, literally on New Comic Book Day, like I don't know how everyone else here does it, but like I said, at most of our shops, we're limited, right? So like we're allowed to take 5 copies of whatever or 2 copies of whatever. Like Hyper's in town, Pacino's in town, you got Bricks in town. Like you guys, you all know how it is. Like we hit up shops, and I think I hit up at least 5 shops in the day. You know what I mean? I get what I can, and at the same time, go back bin diving.
I wish I had like I knew somebody close to CGC, man. I could just walk them through. I told my girl, I'm like, we should move to Florida, to like Sarasota. She's like, what's there? I'm like, CGC. Like,
the beach.
Yeah, I was like, the beach and CGC. She's like, what? I was like, CGC. So we'll see. My son's first comic was Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man First Virus. That is a great one, man. That is a great one.
Yo, that's what Free Comic Book Day is all about.
Yeah, dude. Hey, Newbie, what did I miss? A new character added to the Newbie verse? No, not yet, man. So Face actually put out a bet that I would fuck up in like the first 6 minutes. We're going 29 strong. I haven't fucked up anything yet. So we shall see. We shall see. Oh yeah, I know, Ultra. I know you're that close, man. So maybe we need to talk. We'll see. CGC. I actually just found out that CGC on Modern and Modern is $56 a book now. I just found out. For me to send it, It's $56 Canadian to send it, and before the price gap, it was 40. So it's almost like $16 more now, and that's, I mean, you do the math. If you know you're sending a bunch of books, I mean, you know, it adds up, right? I mean, if you're sending one or two, it's not as bad, right? But like, man.
So yo, that can be your easy sale to your girl. Just let her know. Say, listen, you know, I submit about like 1,000 books a year. That's $16.
Yeah, no. We'll see, dude. I'm not on that level. Like, you know, like Comic Gary, Very Gary. You know, he does like a ton. You know, Three Men in the Basement. You know, I know Vancouver Comic Junkie. They send a ton of books. I just, you know, I think in total I've sent maybe like 8 books this year. So, you know, we'll see. All right. A wicked cover, I gotta say, but we got a Venom free comic book day. Again, guys, all these freebies are coming out Saturdays, so don't go to your shop on Wednesday asking for them, because they probably won't give them to you. So, but again, can't go wrong with just picking any of these up. You never know what's inside. You never know whose first appearance whatever the case may be. We've seen throughout the last couple years that these freebies have a tendency to come and bite people in the ass down the road. Jackpot, Virus, you know, Umbrella Academy, you know, things like that. So you never know. Just pick them all up, put them away. You never know.
Yeah. Does anyone see somebody smoking a cigar on the right-hand side of this cover in the web? I do. But
oh yeah, yo, isn't that Kingpin?
But anyways, so from what I had read online, apparently we're going to be getting like a preview of the upcoming Venom series as well, and it seems Venom's in space, so I have no idea what's going on, but definitely going to be picking this one up. I know everyone's burned from last year's free comic book day of Amazing Spider-Man. Please, guys, let's move forward and definitely grab this one. It's a Gleason cover too.
Yeah, I think it's a dope cover. And now that you kind of bring it to my attention, yeah, like if you look at it though, it looks like Kingpin smoking a cigar. Do you see it, or are you just like just shaking your head because you're like,
I totally see it, dude. I totally see it.
Okay, all right. I don't know, man.
That's why I was like, oh, okay, my bad.
You're just shaking your head. I'm like, all right, is that like, is he with me on this?
No,
or is he like agreeing? Okay, all right.
I thought you already knew. My bad.
No, I didn't know. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I was like, sweet, this looks like a sick cover. I was just looking at the Venom and thought, okay, cool. All right. Star Wars High Republic number 8. Now, BC, you got some information on this. Let them know.
Yeah, so apparently there's going to be like 2 first appearances in here as well. I didn't look further into it. I actually didn't read the last issue either, so I'm kind of a bit behind here, but I did hear that there's 2 first appearances here, so definitely picking it up, and I'm enjoying this entire read. So
yeah, you can't go wrong with Star Wars right now, like we all know. And when you add in the fact that there's 2 first appearances, it's gonna probably be something that a lot of people get. Again, this Star Wars run, it's been how do I say it? A little stagnant in the sense of, like, you know, when number 1 came out in January, everybody was going crazy. It was like a $30-$40 book. We've had more first appearances since then. I mean, obviously we're just on issue 8. We've had more first appearances, and it hasn't really gotten to those points where, like, you know, people who just flip them and stuff like that or invest in them are making top dollar or anything like that. But who knows? Do you know? Oh wait, you said you didn't know too much about the first appearances that we're getting, right? So you don't.
I sincerely don't. I just know there's 2 of them, and
okay.
Like I said, I'm 2 books behind now.
Okay. So yeah, something to be on the lookout for. You know, I'm going to be picking it up. So I think the bigger one was in number 7. I'm with you, BC. I'm way behind on all of this. So
like I said, I'm at issue 6. So now I know that I'm definitely picking up. Well, not picking up, reading 7, and then gonna get to here and keep.
I would assume 7 is still on the shelf somewhere.
I have it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Set aside in my to read pile, which is starting to get big.
All right. We got Defenders #1. And of course, anytime we see that #1 associated with any book, you kind of got to put it up there. I'll say it's a dope cover. I really like this cover. It's interesting that Doctor Strange, he kind of looks weird. It almost looked like his head was, I don't know. There's something when I first saw this, I'm like, this looks kind of weird. But anyway, it's a #1. Can't go wrong with that. Unfortunately, I say that, but I'm not grabbing it.
Oh, dude, come on, man. It's even being written by Al Ewing, man. Like, I think this is going to be a good story. And ironically, dude, it's your boy's first cover appearance. You got FaceTime right there. Look at him holding the gun.
Yo. We got FaceTime. Who else we got? Keys. Keys looks like the red one.
Yeah, dude, it's there's gonna be a few first appearances for sure. Sincerely, I'm just curious to read this entire story arc. I saw the Momoko cover, guys. I've said it many times. I'm not a big Momoko fan.
Yeah,
but the cover she did for this book is absolutely beautiful. I think she's even got a ratio. So definitely one to look at. It's a beauty. I'm gonna try to score one, but if the price is right.
All right, so I might have to do a little bit more research from now until Wednesday about this book. I might have to change my mind and actually pick one up. So if anyone at Big B is listening, maybe go put one away for me. But I'll give you a call tomorrow and we can chat. All right.
Yeah.
This one, well, let's face it, guys. I mean, it's a wicked cover. You got arguably the greatest character ever. So we got Tech On Avengers #1. And BC, you kind of had some information. I didn't have that information, the stuff that you said, but you actually have some cool information about this.
Yeah. Well, let's start with the story because sincerely, I think that it's pretty cool how like Red Skull somehow like strips all of the Avengers of their powers. So everyone kind of turns to your boy, Tony Stark, trying to get, some of his tech. I actually don't know what their team name is. I'm going to assume it's Iron, God knows what. I have no idea. Iron Avengers. But yeah, no, I was reading that apparently, like with this book, there's a partnership that's gone on with Bandai Namco that makes video games and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see if this is where it goes. I came across it on an article on Google, so
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I honestly, dude, Mech Strike was awesome. I enjoyed that read, so now I'm even more hyped for this one. And if they end up making a video game, dude, the kid in me is gonna fully take over, and I'm just gonna end up buying one.
And not to mention, it's a dope cover. Let's be real.
Well, there was even a like a toy variant where you see the whole figure.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Dude.
Quick question. Usually Face is on this kind of information, but do you know if Defenders is a miniseries or a whole run?
No, it looks like it's going to be ongoing. Normally when it's a miniseries, we tend to see, let's say on Previews World, it'll say like 1 of 6 or whatnot, and I didn't see that, so it seems like it's just going to be ongoing.
It's going to be interesting. #1, BC has kind of got high hopes on it, so okay, maybe Newbie's got to get it. This one is going to be very interesting, though, like you said, and especially if it gets into that video game stuff.
Oh, man, I would love that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty dope. DC Tyme. Now, this is where FaceTime shines. Don't have too much on here, but again, #1, we got Pennyworth #1.
Alfred.
1 of 7, so it is a mini series, right? It says it right there. It's kind of a cool cover. I mean, it's got that James Bond feel to it, big time. But again, a #1, so you never know what you're going to get in these. I mean, let's face it, DC basically puts out a new character like almost every week, so you can't really go wrong.
Yo, straight up, it's Alfred at 007. Like, yo, I'm all over this, so this is pretty cool. Yeah, it's a #1. Yo, I'm gonna give it a shot. It looks real cool. What does it say? It says counterintelligence agent. Hell yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, that's not the vibe I ever got from Alfred. Like,
no,
so no. It's gonna be very interesting. Again, it's probably gonna take place in his younger days, so there's not gonna be any Batman, Robin, any of those stuff. So we could see a bunch of new characters. Like I said, never know when they're going to pop up in the DC world or down the line. So why not grab it? We'll see. So next up, we've got I Am Batman Zero. Now I got to say, I really like this cover. It's a dope cover. I don't like the I Am Batman, like the header. I don't like that, but the rest of it, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool.
Dude, to be honest with you, I'm actually really digging Jace Fox as Batman. Like, I like this entire direction they're going with this, so it's an easy pickup for me. It even says that it picks up right after Batman's Second Son. If anyone read that, that was awesome. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Could we see anything in here, you think, like a first appearance or something, because of the fact that it is a zero? So, like, how those zeros and ones tend to have something at least? Like, I feel like it could, but again, DC's popping out these new characters and new cameos every week.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, most likely, I don't know. I wouldn't bank on this book for that purpose, but I mean, definitely a good, starting point. If you did miss, let's say the next Batman Second Son, I do suggest picking that up and then hopping on here. But first appearance, I have no idea. Yeah. Sincerely, no idea. Most likely, but
basically, what BC is saying is it's going to be a $500 book.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys go get it. Make sure you get the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50, all of that. 10 years from now, this is going to be the giant size X-Men 1 of our time. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm just kidding. All I need is somebody like 5 years from now, like, yo, man, I fucking like stocked this book. Yeah, no, you got the wrong guy. All right. Free comic books are not solely just on Marvel, though. We got some free comic books for DC as well. So I'm hearing this King Shark guy is kind of popular because of the movie that just happened. But nevertheless, you got a cool cover there. And then obviously we got a Batman one as well. Can't go wrong with it, guys. I mean, I think I've said for every freebie that we've kind of shown today, grab them. Like, what, why wouldn't you want a free comic, even if it's got spec or investment value down the road? Why wouldn't you just pick up a free book anyway, right?
Yeah. Dude, it seems like I haven't seen the movie yet, but it seems like everyone is leaving Suicide Squad talking about King Shark, and here he is, front and center on the free comic book day. So I need to watch this movie before I get to this book. That's for sure.
I think he does like nudity in it, or something. Somebody was like, "Yo, the shark dude's got like nudity," and I was like, "Oh, all right."
No idea. I honestly, I've been like shying away from anything related to the movie because I hate coming across spoilers and then catching the movie. I know some people prefer seeing spoilers before going into the movies for some reason, but that's not me. So I'm trying to stay away. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I'm very, very anxious to see what King Shark does. I even see a lot of people saying John Cena was awesome. So
yeah, a lot of ladies are loving it. King Shark was awesome. Just saying it. My wife loves King Shark. The King Shark one is online. I think a mini is going to be announced.
Oh,
wow. Lasso was saying that there's a free Wonder Woman book coming on
Wonder Woman Day.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Didn't I just say that? Yeah, in October. So that's kind of cool.
Yep. And as for the Batman book, we're going to be getting a first look at the Fear State by James Tynion. So definitely going to pick it up to see what we're going to get from there.
Honestly, man, if you can go into any shop and just pick up like a handful of each one, like, you know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, just who cares? And then, you know what? Christmas is around the corner. They're great gifts to give out to the people that you love anyway, right? So if you got too many,
shit,
it is what it is. Like, I already know what I'm sending, like Face and Hyper and some of the guys that I, free first appearance of Virus is headed your way, people.
I didn't hear my name in there. Did anyone else? Because sincerely, if I don't get one, I'm going to be pissed.
Yo, you're in there too, man. Sorry. My bad. Shit. Oh, God. All right. Dynamite pick of the week time.
Baby.
And guys, just remember, BC is going to have like an honorable mentions for some of the books that maybe we didn't discuss or didn't really touch on. So if you're thinking, oh my God, well, I had some questions about this book, just hold up. Maybe BC will talk about it. So, all right, pick of the week, Red Sonja. I mean, I like the art. She's curvy. She's killed some big dude there. I know absolutely zero when it comes to Red Sonja. But again, these picks are just something that, hey, I just look at the cover. I like it. Boom. That's pretty much it. There's not really a lot of thought process, but we kind of wanted to have a fun, interactive way to bring Dynamite into our show. This is how we do it. Pick of the week right there.
Can I chime in? The Red Sonja Black, White, Red #2. The John Boy cover, dude. Like that just alone on the cover is a buy for me. I'm gonna be picking that up.
Isn't it like a $50 cover though? Or 30?
No, it's cover price, dude. It's a cover B. Okay. So it's actually very beautiful. If you have a chance, go take a look. And guys, y'all know I love my rock and roll, man. Kiss drops another.
Oh yeah.
Comic, Phantom Obsession #1. The cover D is the one I like.
Yeah, there's a lot. I noticed that there's a lot of it. Yeah. P. Keel, what's going on, man? He's saying reporting in from the hospital. I hope everything is okay. So just let me know. I'd feel bad if you're like there and you're like a big emergency. Make sure you take care of your family first or your health, man. But thanks for joining. Look at me, man. Fucking Newbie. Newbie's made it to the hospitals now. So, yeah, what's up? All right, honorable mention time before we get into the news. BC, do you have any books that you would recommend or you want to kind of just talk about real quickly?
So, guys, I mostly go based off of reading purposes and, I mean, minimal spec, but Ordinary Gods 1 was pretty good. It was a great read. There was a lot happening in issue 1, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now in issue 2. Silver Coin 5 drops this week, so we're going to be dipping more into the origins of the coin, so I'm excited about that too. What else did we do? Did we do Miles Morales? I think.
No, we didn't.
I think it's issue 28, 20.
Yeah, he's got a new one.
Yeah, so basically we're getting the fallout from the Clone Saga, which apparently is going to, give us what's coming for the next couple of issues, so I'm curious to see where that goes. There's Spider-Man Spider Shadow #5, which that also wraps up this cool what if story arc. It was awesome. I don't know if you read it, Newbie. If you haven't had a chance, I recommend it. I know my boy. Well, I say my boy because he's Italian, but for X Factor 22, wicked cover by Marco Mastrazzo, dude. Insane. There's also a first appearance in there. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
If anyone wants to pick it up based off of that kind of spec, great. But for me, it's a total cover grab. Beautiful cover. Eve 4. There's another.
No, I thought it was done. I thought it was.
Nah, dude, another John Boy cover.
Yeah. Okay.
No, John Boy killed it this week. 2 massive covers. Anytime I get a John Boy cover for cost, I'm all over it. I'm a big John Boy fan. But yeah. Trying to think what else. I know there was that a Cinnamon #1 by Happy Tank.
Yes. Yeah.
The entire story seems beyond weird. So I'm all over it. If it's weird, right? And White #2 drops this week. And ironically, same situation, 2,500 copies, guys. So good luck. If you find it, pick it up. Don't let it sleep on the shelf. Grab it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's your honorable mentions, people. Also, P. Keel, man. Big shout outs to you, man. So he's been at the hospital since Thursday. He has a non-cancerous spot on his pain. Oh, man. Well, as long as you're okay, brother, it sucks. So anytime you got to be there, you have something like that. So at least it's not super serious, man. So prayers out to you, man. Hopefully you find a laugh in here or two and you can kind of escape from where you are, man. So, appreciate it. Heal up quick, like everybody's saying. Prayers, positive vibes, sent your way, my friend.
Yeah, man. And, dude, DC, there was other books too. We forgot.
Was there?
Batman 89 drops.
Okay.
Come on, man. Yo, straight out of Tim Burton's universe. It's gonna be amazing. And apparently there's a new Robin or something. I don't even know how that works.
A new Robin? What are we? Aren't we on Robin like 9 already?
Well, no, I'm saying Robin out of that book. Like, we're gonna be getting a Robin from that book. I have no idea how this even works. We'll see. There's Joker 6, where Joker's off to Europe, dude. So, I mean, Joker in Europe, right?
Oh, fuck. It seems like North America's falling apart. Why not go to Europe?
Right. And Nice House on the Lake. Not the hill. On the lake. Issue 3. Issue 1, third print. Not issue 3, my bad. Issue 1.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm like, wait a minute. No, it didn't. But okay.
Issue
you're
1,
right.
third print.
Yes, you are right. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. It's like completely like each print gets more and more destroyed. So I feel bad for CGC.
It's gonna be like a mindfuck like down the road when you have like 9 8s and then people are like, wait a minute, what? And then they're like, oh right, yeah, I forgot that book is supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what the scammers do, like, you know, like down the road, like, yo, this is the first print, or you know. Like, fuck. All right, let's get to it. Comic news. And guys, there's been a lot of news, obviously more so DC stuff because of the movie coming out. We're not going to talk about the movie, like I said at the beginning, just solely because, well, we have a comic book channel, but we did a horrible thing and we didn't watch the movie associated with the comics. So we can't really talk about Suicide Squad. I know the chat probably wants to, and I apologize, but excuse me, we just haven't seen it. So I don't want to be talking about it. I kind of still want to go. I haven't looked at any of the spoilers either. I just know the only piece of information I know is King Shark kind of stole the show. That's about it. And he had nudity. So I don't even know how to grasp all that. But we'll find out. But we've got some news. So let's talk about it. First up, guys, James Gunn has pitched a Guardians of the Galaxy TV spinoff. Now, this is going to be very interesting on like how far this could go. And what I mean by that is like with what they're trying to build with like, say, Adam Warlock and the cosmic stuff and what Guardians are left, what team we might see, things like that. Like, it's just going to be very interesting on like what this could be. Could it be a prequel? Could it be like individual story? I don't know. It's just, I can't see it being something that could go far. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be great. I can't really see it right now.
Yeah, no, same here, man. Like, I mean, what would we get? The OG Guardians? Didn't we somewhat get that? Like,
and you got to remember that Dave Bautista is not playing Drax anymore, supposedly. Yeah. So, like, what would you do? Like, I'm still confused because we've already kind of got an origin story of Star-Lord, and we kind of know where like Gamora comes. You know, like all of this, we kind of already know. We've kind of seen bits and pieces of it. So like what could they touch on?
Well, you know, there's multiple teams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guardians. So like I don't know how far this could go. I don't know what we would get as a lineup, you know what I mean? But like I said, maybe if we can get like the origin story of the OG Guardians of the Galaxy, you know what I mean? Like maybe on that end, but otherwise we can't really do other future Guardian teams because, I mean, like right now, if you look at the Guardians, we've got like literally Nova in there. It's like so many different characters. So there is possibilities, but I don't see anything other than maybe the original Guardians of the Galaxy, like a origin story.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I just think they're just breaking ground. Well, they haven't even broken ground on anything cosmic, right? Like anything crazy. So the fact that they're already thinking about a spin-off and things like that is kind of like, well, wait a minute. Why don't we build this first, right? Like we haven't even gotten Adam Warlock. We haven't got Adam Warlock versus, you know, Thor and versus the Guardians and things like that. I know this spin-off is about the Ravagers and things like that. But again, like how far could they go even with the Ravagers? Like what are they going to, like we already kind of know where the Infinity Stones are and the time and this and that. So like I just have a hard time believing that like it would be successful or like how far they could go, right? Like I don't see them doing a show like this for like 6 to 8 episodes and people being like, I'm gonna watch it. You know, like I don't know. I kind of have a hard time with this one. So hopefully it's good. I mean, James Gunn has done a good job. So who knows? We'll see.
Watch it come out and it's your favorite show. Like I'll laugh.
Or like Iron Man's in it or somehow. And yeah, okay. Yeah, it could be, man. I gotta bite my tongue sometimes, but all right. Big news, big news, and I haven't really checked the prices, but I'm assuming that God of what is it? God of Lightning or God of Thunder book, number 2, first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. I mean, photos were leaked, right? In the background of this, you can kind of see he was in all white and all this, and we just basically got 4 still shots, kind of in the same area, not too much, but we finally got a look at what he looks like. That book is just going to go crazy. I don't know the long term of that book, but nevertheless, this is going to be making a killing this month. I could totally see this being on the hottest comics of the month. I could totally see people just kind of getting that FOMO and buying it. But it's just a matter of time before we were going to get some of these because, again, this movie comes out next month or next year. They've already been filming for about 2 to 3 months. So it was just a matter of time before we got some leaked stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I think it's issue 5 follows suit because it's the origin story and it's the only one I have of Gore. So I don't have that issue 2, but yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. I mean, from what we saw, dude, I think this movie is gonna kick some serious ass, man. Like we saw it with Ragnarok and with now we're getting this with Gore, dude. I think it's gonna be possibly the better of all the Thor movies. And I mean Thor 1 and 2, I know are not everyone's favorite.
No.
I wouldn't say Thor 2 sucked, but Ragnarok was awesome, and I think this is going to follow within its footsteps. I do hope this gets a little more serious than, comical as Thor Ragnarok was. Because, I mean, Thor is he's a beast, dude. I want to see him be a beast. I don't want to see him joking.
Now, we haven't talked about Thor, this movie, too much, right? But I'm thinking Adam Warlock makes an appearance or like reference or something. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's time.
Here?
The perfect, yeah.
You know what? I could see it in a post-credit. I don't think we would get it within the movie. I don't see how it would fit, but definitely in the post-credit scene. Maybe we'll get something else out of his. What did we call it? The cocoon bee?
The cocoon.
The cocoon. Yeah.
The cocoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 nulls first appearance. Just saying.
Yep. Well, dude, you know what? This is a perfect time for them to set that up. And I think a lot of people have been thinking this is the route they will go.
Set up null?
Well, yeah, you can start planting the seeds, for something to come in, let's say, 10, 15 years from now, but not something we would get right away. Dude, the Necro Sword, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I get it. It's just, yeah, it's like the same people that say like Punchline. I'm like, man, that's far away. Like, so we'll see. Thor was last with the Guardians. We may get some connection. Yeah, I think so. We might also just get the new characters that we might see on this Guardians team or who it is. I've been saying for a long time. I always fuck up her name, even though I've talked about her. Phyla? No, Phyla.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Marvel 17. Fuck, I always forget her name. It's Phyla L, something like that. I really think that she's going to be a part of it at some point, things like that. So we'll see. But I don't know, man. I think Null is just kind of a stretch. Also,
yeah, sure, dude. But
I guess, I have to apologize because Canadians are usually very polite. They usually start the conversation like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's up, everybody? Vancouver Comic Junkies just like, isn't it owned by Sony? But what's going on, VCJ? Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned that it was Null was owned by Sony. So I don't know how that would work. Yes, Marvel. Thank you.
I don't
know.
I don't know how that works though, because technically, I mean, comic wise, yeah, because Null comes afterwards. Yeah, there you go. Like I don't know what's the deal like between Marvel and Sony. Like if Marvel writes new characters in the Venom verse or in the Spider Verse, like do they automatically get the rights? I assume so, but
Marvel and Sony's relationship is like those two people that say like, oh no, like I'm on a break with my girlfriend, and then they're like, yeah, I'm on a break too, and then like
there was like a whole fallout. Like I think it was
yeah.
last year where Tom Holland had to get involved. But dude, look, it does make sense. That's all I'm saying. Is like this is a good opportunity for them to plant seeds for Null in the future if ever they want to go that route. And I don't think it would be a bad idea. And I'll be honest, guys. I'm probably going to be the minority here. I saw the trailer for Venom 2, and I feel like they could use a Null story rather than what's coming because I don't know how I feel about it, man.
Before we get into that one, Matt's got a question. He says, hey guys, why do people hate on Thor 2 so much? I didn't think it was that bad. You know what? I think the issue in it is, it was one of the earlier movies, right? So when we look at some of those earlier movies, rather, I mean, there's not really too much. Was kind of slow. I didn't really enjoy it. But again, everybody's different, right? And that's what makes this beautiful. We all have different characters we like. I mean, look at Keys, for God's sakes. He likes Flubber. Like that's his character. That's one of his favorite characters.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And I kid, it's not Flubber, it's Duke. But you know what I mean? Like that's what makes this hobby and this community great is you can like different characters, you can like different movies.
Yeah.
For as much as I joke about, how bad Iron Man 3 is, I mean, I still enjoy it because it's one of my favorite characters, right? So I'm sure the Thor people love the movie. It's just different taste, I guess, right?
Again, I didn't feel like on my end it was Thor. Like it didn't feel like Thor. It felt like a love movie between him and Natalie Portman. I really didn't care. I know that there's talks of now in Thor 4 we're probably going to get Natalie Portman, Jane Foster, somewhat taking the mantle of Thor. We'll see. Definitely stocking up on those books in case. But
dude, Tim, I've been trying to find. You know how hard it is to find that Captain America 17 book? It is so freaking hard to find that book. I'm actively looking every day. I cannot find it, like, ever. So if anyone's selling one or anybody knows anybody, let me know. I really like that book. Kind of late to the party, but again, it's almost like a ghost book. You don't really find it. You don't really see it. Miguel is saying, I didn't like the first Venom. I'm with you. I don't think I'm going to like the second one. It's funny because we were talking about trailers and we all kind of said, the second one's probably going to be better trailer. We might, look at what happened with Shang-Chi, right? Like I thought the first one was terrible. And then the second one, I was like, whoa, I can't wait to see this. This one didn't really do much. I mean, you got to see kind of how you kind of got to see Carnage escape, bite Eddie in the hand, and that's how he kind of gets his symbiote, which
fucking pisses me off. I
thought that was stupid. I really thought that was stupid. And the thing that really added to that was they did that, and then they show the scene of Carnage kind of, sucking out his life out of that guy. Mind you, that's paying homage to him in the comics, right? Because that's what he does in the comic. Yeah. So I was like, okay, so why would you ruin that with like a finger bite and then do that? Like it was just kind of, I don't know, man. But that second trailer didn't really do anything for me. And again, we're gonna obviously get that comical feel on the movie because like we saw it, right? Like Venom, Carnage is there, and then Venom kind of chickens out, and Tom Hardy's like, "Come on, man, you got to be there." Like, I think it's just gonna be one of those comical ones. It's not gonna be as serious. I don't like it. The people that think ASM 300 and 361 are going to be super hot or $10,000, $15,000 book after this, great. I hope that happens for you. I don't believe it, so we'll see.
Oh, dude, on my end, I'm always going to hold ASM 361 because it's just a book I love. You know what I mean? It's a book I'll never part with. But I mean, hey, if the book takes off because of this movie, great. Still not going to sell. But like I said, and who was it? It was Miguel that said that him too. He didn't like the first one. I found the first one to be kind of meh.
Yeah, same.
And I knew it was a bad movie because whenever I tell my wife that I'm going to watch an MCU movie, and she's like, "Oh, we got to do this again." When we left Venom, she's like, "That was good." I'm like, "Fuck, I knew it. It's a shit movie."
Okay, hon. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it was what it was. It's not a bad movie. It's okay. You know what I mean? I felt like I remember I was leaving the theater with one of my buddies, and I'm like, man, don't you feel like it had that like pre-MCU vibe, like kind of like when the Daredevil movie came out type thing? Like, it didn't feel like it fit in with the MCU.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I have a tough time like just figuring out that they're going to connect all this. I mean, is Venom going to come to the MCU eventually? Yeah, I believe that. I think so. I just think it's going to be longer than people think. I think it's going to take a bit longer. But hey, you know, that's the beauty of it. We can speculate and we can have opinions and do that what if, and that's kind of fun in the hobby. And sometimes people forget it. They take it too serious. But that's just our opinions. That's just shooting the shit, right? It's no different than what I've been doing with my sports friends, right? When we were talking about Messi, where he's going. Well, you know, he's going to PSG.
I thought he was going to WWE, bro.
Dude, I thought the Lakers were going to sign him. So
right.
You know. But we'll see. Yeah, not to mention Pacino's right. Venom with no white spider logo is not Venom. 100%, dude. 100%.
I don't like how he looks to begin with, like, period.
No, me neither. I don't like how Carnage looks either. But yeah, when I saw how they were gonna go about it, I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's just like, I think after like the next 20 seconds of that, I don't remember what happens in it because I was literally like just shaking my head. I think I closed my eyes or put my head down and I was like, what? Like, It's just, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a successful movie, to be honest with you, but it's just my opinion. I'm going to go see it. It's just, I don't think I'm going to like it.
Yeah, no, dude. And look, just a reference. Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I remember when the trailer first came out. Yo, everybody was going bananas. Like, that doesn't even look like Sonic. What the fuck is that? Like, they were going bananas. And they weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. What did the studio do? Dude, they said, guys, we apologize. Let us brush this up. They did that. Sonic looked amazing. Do the same with Venom, please. That's all I'm asking, because it doesn't look like Venom. It feels weird.
Yeah. Again, here are some of the things I didn't like about it. Biting the finger, and that's how he gets the thing. That was kind of stupid. The fact that in everything else he's in like these like elegant suits and shit like that. I was just like, okay, what the hell's going on? And like I don't know. I can't get into that whole like funny stuff where it's like, oh, Venom like Venom is this scared symbiote. It's like the bitch symbiote. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
So I don't know.
My wife loved the movie. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Next up, this is getting a little crazy, getting nasty 2.0. We talked about this last week. We talked about it the week before. But apparently, the Black Widow's lawsuit is an orchestrated PR campaign. That's what someone at Disney says. Now, it's kind of interesting that Disney's lawyer would say that. PR is public relations, people. So if you didn't know what that was, because sometimes people don't know, right? Some people might not know, so that's what it is. It's kind of interesting. But regardless of this being said, there is a lot of Hollywood members defending Scarlett Johansson. She is a big A-list actress, so obviously she's going to have a lot of people having her back and stuff like that. But this one's interesting, man, because it seems to change like every other day.
Pacino beat me to it because I didn't want to cut you off. But, dude, any day. Dude, PR campaign, it sounds to me like they're starting to maybe come to an agreement. That's what it sounds like, because that's not a stunt, dude. Like, you don't call out you don't call out Disney and be like, yo, where's my money? You know what I mean?
Oh boy. Chad, someone clicked the thumbs down button. Clearly they didn't take a longer look at Newbie. He's handsome hunk. Oh man, Candy. Just don't text my wife, Noob. You got it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, give the thumbs down, give the give the thumbs up. It's all good, man. Thumbs down, cool. No worries. I think I already know who it is anyway, so we're all cool. We're all good. The vodka's kicking in. Yeah, no, man, this is I think this is going to change stories a few times. right?
Yeah.
Last week it was bad. This week now it's a PR thing. We kind of know that Kevin Feige came out last week and said, he was disappointed in how they're treating her. He's just ashamed and angry. So this is going to take a few turns, I think. We're just going to have to monitor it. It does suck because she is, say what you will, but she is one of the pillars of one of the characters we've had the last, say 10 to 12 years, right? If you take away, Iron Man 1, I mean, she's been in it since Iron Man 2. So it's going to be interesting, but we'll see. The announcement of the movie making more money than what she previously stated made the PR people for her camp change the storyline in that show. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. We'll see.
Yeah, it's total BS. And that's what I think.
Yeah. All right. Some Deadpool stuff. Ryan Reynolds seems really confident Deadpool 3 will start shooting in 2022. I'm still really surprised at this. And what I mean by that is I feel like, A, he should already be in the MCU, right? He should probably be gearing into that. Or B, we should probably be getting like an X Factor. I don't know where they go from here with Deadpool. Like, what villain are we going to get? Or is it going to be like possibly a 2-movie thing? So like carry on into 4 or carry on into the MCU stuff? Like what's going to happen? But I don't know what could possibly happen here.
Oh, man, dude, they can go so many routes, but I mean, it all depends, right? Like the MCU, dude, if they end up bringing in the mutants, well, fuck, he's going to have a field day. Like he can do pretty much all of his story. So, yeah, dude, Vancouver Junkie, dude, I totally agree. New Mutants 98, dude.
I hate the fact before the announcement, like we knew it was coming, but like until they said like, hey, like this is going to happen, right? Like back in December, I was looking at a 9.6 for $575 Canadian. And I was like, ooh, that's way too much. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Da, 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 da. And then all of a sudden, I think 2-3 days later, it just kind of was rumored. And then they said, no, it's confirmed. It's happening. And then the thing exploded. And again, it's still a good it's still a good book to get right now because the price is cheap. I mean, it's not where it was, but it's still cheap.
Look, I can't wait to see him in the MCU. And I really think, Disney saw the success of the first 2 movies. Well, I'm being generous on the second one because man. But I mean, I'm sorry. That parachute fucking scene where they're all jumping down, that for me is still one of the best fucking things I have ever seen. I was dying. Like I was in the theater, like this cannot be happening right now. But anyways, I think Disney is gonna obviously let them continue to be rated R and just enjoy themselves. I there's no other way to do Deadpool. If they really, hold him back from being Deadpool, then I think it's gonna be a total flop. And I don't think Disney's stupid enough to let that happen. I don't.
I think that's what it could be though. It could be like they could kind of bring him along these side projects, but like. Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna bring in like say the X-Men or something and kind of have Deadpool be Deadpool. That's my one fear with him kind of coming to the MCU, that you won't get that established character. Like you won't get the R-rated character.
You won't get him R-rated in group movies. So like if we get, let's say, another Infinity War and Deadpool's there, you might not be seeing him behead people. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he will be Deadpool and funny, I guess. But we're gonna definitely get those Deadpool movies where it's gonna be a free for all. 100%.
Yeah. I hope this one is kind of like gearing up towards like X Factor.
I would love that. I would absolutely love it.
Because I like, what are we gonna see again? Another Juggernaut, or like I don't know. I can't.
Dude, with the Fox merger, there's also the New Mutants, so we can just have completely revamped. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, we'll see. I'd like them to kind of tie in something with like Wolverine too. Like give us a hint that you're gonna kind of go after it or something. I don't know. Something.
Oh, he's campaigned the hell out of that. They're guaranteed gonna do it.
Yeah. All right. How many times have we talked about this? And Vancouver Comic Junkie, if he's still here, he's talked about this many times on my show and even many times on his show. But we've definitely talked about this where we said, hey, they're going to do a bunch of genres, right? So get ready for the horror, get ready for the fantasy, get ready for this, that, boom, boom. But apparently, Spider-Man No Way Home toys tease a horror aspect to the film. It's going to be interesting. Why not take Spider-Man into a dark way? I don't know how they tease them because I haven't seen the toys or what they're doing yet. But apparently, they're including sinister teasers for the upcoming film. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not a big action figure fan, so that is probably another reason why I don't have a lot of information on the toys. But it's kind of interesting because we're probably going to get a darker Spider-Man. Here's the thing that I think is very important to keep in mind. And it's something that I've talked about and something that many people in the chat and many people in the comic community still believe. Mysterio is not dead. And he's still on a lot of the toys that are coming out. So like the Lego, the action figure, things like that. Even right now in this ad, like Mysterio's part of it. So that leads me to think that he's going to be a big part of what happens in this next movie. So we could see him again in a part 2. So that's very interesting.
Newbie, I was reading, and I don't know if it's true. Is Tom Holland's contract ending with this movie?
Ooh, that I don't know.
Because from what I had read online, it is. So if we are going that route, I don't know where they're headed with Peter Parker, especially within the MCU. We already got reference that, you already see like vultures in prison with Scorpion and like they're guaranteed building up to a Sinister Six. I do think that's what we're gonna get. I think through the multiverse we're gonna end up getting Doc Ock, which that already slipped. So that news came out. Maybe we'll get.
I think it's gonna be a Sinister Six, but with all 3 of the Spider-Men.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. But something's gonna happen to Tom Holland. I think I have a feeling. I hope he does sign a contract that keeps him around a little longer. But guys, this might be the last one. Maybe we do end up getting Miles at some point, right? Who knows?
I don't. That's tough. I think it would be heartbreaking if this was the last one with Tom Holland. I mean, it just seems like he's just kind of scratching the surface. Yeah. So who knows? But again, with all this multiverse stuff, who knows? Do we get Miles? Do we get a different Spider-Man? Do maybe they go back to Garfield or Tobey? Who knows?
Because from the beginning, like I said, he's an awesome young Peter Parker. Like it's cool, you know what I mean? But in the MCU, everything Spider-Man related, like to me, this isn't Spider-Man. It's not. Like everybody knows his fucking identity. You have Aunt May, literally MJ, his buddy. Now the whole universe knows who the hell he is because of Mysterio, which that's fine. Because it happens in the comics, and then it's something else. You guys all know this entire story. I'm not going to get into it, but they could get rid of him for good. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll get someone else. But
there was that leak, and I don't want to ruin it, and I don't want to speak too much. But there was those leaked images that came out of Spider-Man movie, and I don't know if you guys checked it out, but it includes Doctor Strange. So,
yeah,
just saying. Speak of the devil. Doctor Strange spell takes care of that. We shall see. I hope it's not the end of Tom Holland. He's kind of grown on me. I kind of like him. At first, I was kind of, now I'm like, you know what? Kind of like him. So, speaking of, well, Doctor Strange 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home writers worked together. That is not shocking at all.
Nope.
After those leaked photos happened, basically having both of the characters in it. So I don't know if it's an end credit or maybe it could be more for Doctor Strange or maybe it's for Spider-Man, but there was those leaked photos where, you see Tom Holland visiting, Doctor Strange.
Yep. Before we get into this, I do want to shed some light on Specsmen because, dude, that's exactly it. I really feel like that's what's going to set everything straight. So, we'll see for sure. But I agree with you 100%. Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man No Way Home writers working together. I mean, that was 100%. We all knew this was coming, especially with, the Doctor Strange movie taking, on the whole multiverse of madness. And we kind of, we've seen many leaks with info and whatnot about Doctor Strange appearing in Spider-Man. We're getting a lot of Spider-Verse talk. So this all works hand in hand, right?
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm noticing that a lot of people are saying, Miles and Miles and Miles. And I think one of the things that's very interesting is we've done it with so many characters, and I get it. Maybe it's probably just the cover.
Yeah.
But, I think Batcave has brought it up, Manny, Decor, like a bunch of people. But they said, like, why aren't people talking about the first appearance of Miles Morales, Spider-Man? Like, we talk about the first appearance of Miles Morales. Yes, 100%. And that's Ultimate Fallout 4. But he's not actually in the spider suit until that, I think it's issue, I can't remember. But, like, Scream, I think Scream is on it or something like that. But, like, that's kind of always been an interesting one where, like, why aren't we talking about
that? Dude, look, I totally agree with you. I feel like in Ultimate Fallout 4, that's where we really got Miles Morales. Yes, I get it, not as Spider-Man. Maybe it's the cover that everybody like.
I think it's the cover, because if not, then like everybody should be picking up, ASM 344.
Yeah, but look, I kind of hope that we don't get Miles in the MCU just yet, guys. He already exists in the MCU. They already mentioned this in Spider-Man: Homecoming when they tape. Sorry, not tape. Sorry, he webs the Prowler's hand to the car on the trunk, and he's talking to him in that weird voice, and then he's like, "Can you untie me? Like, I gotta go pick up my nephew." Like, dude, you know exactly who his nephew is. He's in the MCU. So, do we need a multiverse? No. It sounds to me like maybe this universe of Spider-Man is the ultimate. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, why would Miles already be in the MCU? It's just,
yeah. I think it's a bit away, but gotta run. Be well, everyone, or excellent to each other, or something. Make sure you guys go check out Ultra. He's got his thing going down later this evening, and of course on Wednesday, and of course Friday on Drunken Chat. So
yeah, but I agree. But dude, it's way too early. Like,
yeah,
Spider-Man technically in this universe is still a kid. Like, he's not even.
Listen, I'm gonna give you guys some speculation. So Null is going to come and he's going to fight Miles, but then they're going to get transported and they're going to meet Punchline, and then they're going to fight with Miracle Molly. Okay, so it's just going to be really fucked up. So
this is going to spike Ludacris 1. You know that, right?
That's what I'm hoping. That's why I'm kind of pushing it. So we shall see. All right, so that was the news, guys. And I do have actually one more piece of news that it was kind of just mentioned to me, kind of sent to me. So I'm going to talk about it. But the character that plays Agent 13, Miss Sharon, is it Sharon? Sharon Carter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She apparently, now I hate how everything is a rumor, right? Everything is a rumor. It's a rumor. Well, apparently she is going to be in Moon Knight, the show.
Okay.
Which is really, really interesting, because now everybody's going to be going back and kind of replaying what she was talking about in Winter Soldier. Like, who the hell was she talking to? She was talking about having what's it called? Like prints and like copies of stuff and blueprints of stuff and like armored and things like that. So who is she really talking to? Who is going to, possibly join? I mean, we've already kind of had that conversation. I've already spec'd on it on Thorough's channel. I think it was Thorough or Pressable Defects when we did our spec stuff. But like I had said, pick up that annual 2, first appearance or the first meeting of Moon Knight and Punisher. I mean, Moon Knight, Kingpin. To be honest, I think she was talking to Kingpin. That's just my theory. I've had that theory.
On the phone.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone in the chat has ever heard me say that, but I really do believe that she was talking to Kingpin on the phone.
Yeah, dude, I could see that 100%.
especially now. And it kind of just, I was kind of like, oh shit, I was kind of like, I'm right. Like I kind of do those to myself where I'm like, oh shit, I was right. But like, it just makes sense if you look back and if she's going to be in Moon Knight, and if we think that Moon Knight might possibly cross hairs with, say, Punisher or Daredevil, it just makes a lot of sense. So why not? But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I could see it. That's all I'm saying. I think everyone finished watching that, wondering, okay, whose side is she playing on? So Kingpin for me does make sense now that you say it.
Right, and I get it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it could be the real power broker," right? Or Lovebox is saying Kingpin isn't high enough to get involved with the government. Well, they could go different ways. I mean, I've heard people say, "Oh, she was talking to Norman Osborn," which, when I hear the theory, it does make sense, 100%. But there's a lot of theories that could, right?
Yeah, but for what? To set up like what? Thunderbolts? Like I don't understand like how it would all tie together.
Well, remember, the important thing is she said now, I believe she says, like word for word from what I remember, right? Like I don't remember 100%, but what I remember her saying is, she goes, and quote, now I'm going to have access to those blueprints, so we'll be able to do that. So it could be Norman Osborn if they're going to set up the Thunderbolts and things like that. So we'll see. I mean, anything is possible, right? It's only crazy until it happens to you. If Adidas commercials has taught me anything, that's one of the things I take away from those commercials. So
Jesus,
we'll see. All right, guys, that is our show. Big shout outs to Black Crown. Big shout outs to everybody in the chat. BC, tell them what is happening on your end, brother. What you got coming up in the next couple days?
Oh, not much, man. I'm gonna be on FaceTime's channel tomorrow. We're gonna be talking new comics, FOCs, future FOC, and more comic news. And then I'm back with this guy on Tuesday.
Tuesday is going to be a fucking fun show, dude. I'm so fucking pumped. So we've got Grail for Grail, and this one's going to be so hard. I don't want to hear anybody. I swear to God, I don't want to hear anybody. I know Face is going to be like, oh, this is easy. Nobody better say it's an easy one, man. This one is probably the hardest one, and this one is finally going to take us to the final. So the winners of this are going to go to the final. It's going to be a great show. A lot of stuff. Again, you guys already know. It's on Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Our friend Face is not here, but like BC said, he's got his previously on 7 p.m. Eastern time on his channel with BC, with Keys. I don't know if they have a special guest. They usually do, but make sure you guys go tune in.
Newbie.
Also, what's that?
I just want to put it out there because now you see you're hyping up this Grail versus Grail. And guys, whether it's New Comic Book Day, whether it's Grail versus Grail, Newbie never shows me what is going on. So Grail versus Grail, I sweat. Whatever reaction you guys get, that's as organic as it fucking gets. Whether it's the guests, whether it's Face, we just get them and we're like, bro, you're killing us. So yeah. Whatever we do decide on the spot, guys, understand, like he says, it's gun to the head. If I had to pick at that moment, that's what we're getting. So,
yo, Hidden, you know he's good. Yo, he's probably gonna watch the rewind, or he's listening right now. He's gonna be like, "This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do." Oh, this is easy. That was my impression of Face, by the way. But yeah, no, honestly, man, this was probably one of the hardest ones. So hopefully it's fun, because even making it, I was like, man, this is so much fun, but this is hard when you're putting some of them together. And again, they're going to the final. So the winners of these are going to go to the final. So yeah, it's going to be a good show. I mean, all our shows are fun. And remember, guys, next week, we've got the first Comics Uncut show. Basically, any questions, whatever, we're just going to be shooting the shit, talking about whatever. I've asked everybody in the chat, bring your questions. Whatever you guys have, we can talk about grading, movies, shows, DC, Marvel, anything. But it's going to be an uncut show, and we're just going to talk about anything, man. And I think that's going to be fun, because it's not going to be a set subject. It's just going to be whatever we want to make the show. So yeah, if you're in the chat, you have a question, bring it out. Also, I'm so close to 2,500 subs now that I don't know if I'm going to do it 2,500 sub giveaway, or I'm just going to kind of package a big thing to do it for 3K. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. With that said, make sure you guys go sub FaceTime. He's got a 500 subscriber giveaway that Face and BC forgot to mention. But yeah, they are getting a, what is it? Iron Man. It's a 9.2 first appearance of James Rhodes as Iron Man. So
9.2.
Yeah, really good show, really good book to have. So make sure you guys go tune in, support FaceTime, BC, all those guys. Mr. Dan is donating that one and giving it away. So big shout outs to Dan as well. All right, anything else?
Nope. I subscribed, so I hope I win. I know I'm not allowed, but I need to win this.
Yeah. And guys, don't forget, what if, I mean, we'll talk about it on Tuesday, but what if it's on Wednesday? So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to finally get something to talk about. So yeah, other than that, guys, you guys know the deal. Keep searching for those books because they're out there. Later.